Yo guys! In this video I will be discussing one of the biggest mysteries in One Piece. What is the... Who is stronger, Mihawk or Shanks? These are the topics people have been debating over for centuries. But why? Well, let's go to the core of where this started. I would personally speculate it really started gaining traction when it was revealed that Shanks was a Yonko. And as we know, Mihawk was a Shichibukai at the time, aka a warlord. And we all know that Yonko scale higher than warlords when it comes to rank. So people were starting to think, maybe Shanks is stronger than Mihawk. And so the debate gained a lot more traction and divided a huge part of the community. You have the so-called Mihawk tards and the Shank tards. But which tard is right? Before that, let me state this real quick. It has been said and confirmed numerous times that they were rivals. So however you put it, they are very equal to each other. So Shanks won't destroy Mihawk and Mihawk won't decimate Shanks. So let's be very clear about that. But who is slightly stronger? Now let's start going over their feats and hardcore facts of the show. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to my channel. My goal is to hit 1000 subscribers before September. I don't know if it's possible, but it will mean the world to me. Now let's start with Shanks. Shanks is a Yonko and a big inspiration to Luffy. And to be honest, without Shanks we wouldn't have the Luffy we know today. And we wouldn't have the One Piece we know. So thanks for that, Shanks. But we know he is a huge milestone for Luffy to surpass, so that Luffy can give his straw hat to Shanks. He is an absolute beast with his haki and can stop Kaido and the Marineford War with his mere presence and threat. He has such a crazy haki that he made an admiral shit his pants from miles and miles away. He has probably the best future sight we have seen yet. And he is the only person that had such a strong conqueror's haki that he started breaking things around him while just walking, something we haven't seen till this day. He has arguably one of the greatest haki in the show from what we have seen, because we haven't seen everyone use his haki in full power yet. And one of his greatest feats yet, he one-shotted Kid, someone that defeated Big Mom together with Law. Even Big Mom couldn't just one-shot Kid, yet Shanks did that. Now let's go over to Mihawk. He didn't slice diamond. He has a title. We actually don't have many feats from Mihawk. So who is stronger, Mihawk or Shanks? The answer is Mihawk. Yep, you heard me right. Even though we haven't had a lot of feats from Mihawk, he has never really tried his best ever. And I know neither has Shanks, but Shanks looked pretty mad and used a pretty serious amount of power against Kid. Granted, it one-shotted him, which is crazy, but Mihawk never even put that amount of effort in his attacks. We haven't even gotten a named attack from him. But you can say, so what, Dever? That doesn't prove anything. Well, let me say this. He is the world's strongest swordsman. Like, how much more obvious do you want it to be? Wait, let's see what Shanks wields and uses. Oh, a sword. Now the argument I have heard were that Mihawk is a better swordsman, but Shanks is just stronger. But that doesn't really make sense. I mean, if a boxer fights another boxer, even though one might be physically stronger, the better boxer will win. That's why that's the best boxer, aka Mihawk, because he is the best swordsman. So he would win in a fight against Shanks because Shanks is also a swordsman. And we know that since Shanks had lost his arm, Mihawk has no interest in fighting Shanks anymore because Shanks has become weaker than before. So two-handed Shanks already lost against Mihawk, or else Mihawk wouldn't be titled the strongest swordsman, let alone one-handed Shanks. Now there is one way this statement can be correct, and that is if Shanks drops his sword mid-fight and transforms and uses this crazy haki technique that makes him 10 times stronger. Then sure, Mihawk is a better swordsman, but Shanks is actually just using the sword to weaken himself, and actually when he's serious he uses his fists. but it doesn't insinuate that at all, nor has it ever been hinted at that being the case. Another argument I hear is that Shanks is the end goal of Luffy and Mihawk is the end goal of Zoro, but Luffy has to have the more stronger opponent, which is logical, like it's totally logical. But the thing that's wrong about this argument is that Shanks is not the end goal of Luffy. Becoming the Pirate King is. So he needs to defeat Blackbeard, Kaido, Shanks, and he needs to defeat the whole entire world government and possibly even Imu, which might be the strongest character in the series. And he also needs to find the One Piece and who knows what else. That's his end goal, which is a much more difficult task than just defeating Mihawk. That's what Mihawk also said when Luffy said he wanted to become the Pirate King at Baratie arc. So in conclusion, I think it's more logical to believe that Mihawk is stronger than Shanks, and I will die on that hill. Now, am I saying that that's 100% the case? No, because Oda might change his mind and who knows what might happen. But is it more logical to think that Mihawk is stronger? Hell yeah, the show says so. So until the show says otherwise, I will stay on this hill. And if it does later on reveal that Shanks is stronger, then I'ma have to be honest and say that is bad writing. Because then Zoro needs to defeat Shanks in order to become the strongest swordsman, not Mihawk. And remember, Shanks being a rival to Mihawk was to hype up Shanks, not Mihawk, because Mihawk is the strongest swordsman. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it cleared a lot of things. It has been a while. I apologize. I've been very busy with school, so that's where I've been. And I hope you like the change of uploading One Piece content. Don't worry, I will still upload One Punch Man content, but I will also try to upload One Piece content as well. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, keep existing.